His name is Jesse Fulwider, and they call him Messy Jesse. Okay, truth be told, they do not call him Messy Jesse, but in all fairness, his hunting over the past few years has been pretty messed up, with no buck kills to be had.
True story. I need to put a deer on the ground or I'm gonna have to be medicated after this season's over, so.
There's been encounters.
My luck doesn't get much poorer than what it's been.
There's been long days in the tree with not much happening. There's been times like this. There's been misses on the high side. There's been misses on the low side.
You just gotta swing for the fences.
Luckily for Jesse, he had a good friend who was willing to give him some advice on his shooting.
We say this about golf all the time when you're putting on the green. You got the pro side and you got the low side.
Right.
You typically want to miss on the pro side, that way you look like,
Yeah,
you suck.
Thanks to this guy's advice, Jesse is finally back in the saddle and filled a tag in the 2019 season. Good job, Steve Philly. Good job.
My 3-year drought is over, baby.
Whitetail Fix is presented by Wildlife Research Center.
Welcome to the Whitetail Fix. Yeah, boy.
There comes a time when every man, woman, and child must say, enough is enough. Jesse Fulwider finally has his say.
To catch everyone up to date, because I get harassed about it enough, I've had 3 years of misses, past bucks, and failed opportunities.
Now, as we all know, seeing is believing, and seeing Jesse fill a tag on camera will be proof enough for some of us. Because if there's no proof, and the kill did not happen on camera, then was there really a kill? I mean, Jesse's a detective, so he should understand this.
Did Carol Baskins kill her husband?
Yes, she did.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know, it was just a good answer, bro.
Who is Carol Baskins?
There is no doubt.
She definitely killed him.
She had the means to get rid of it. She had a plan.
Who is?
I don't know who that is.
Dude, I don't even know who in the hell she is.
I don't really know who that is, but I'm going to say probably.
Should we know who that is?
In case you were wondering, Carol Baskins is from the series Tiger King. Since most of this group of whitetail rebels didn't know the answer, maybe we should ask them another question about who killed what.
Did Jesse Fulwider kill a buck?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he killed a big deer.
Thanks
did?
be to God, he did.
Heck yeah, he did.
Thank goodness. I was tired of hearing whine about it.
Yes.
Slaughtered it.
I am so shocked, I cannot believe it.
It was ginormous.
Thanks be to God for all of us on the team that he did.
It's a good thing that it was filmed because I wouldn't have believed it otherwise.
Miracles do happen. He did. Yes.
It's not your typical end of August day here today. We're out here checking out our food plot that John put in. We got some tall tine tubers popping up right here. I'm gonna go in here and take a look at this set that John hung, and I'm guessing he threw it up real fast in a big hurry, and we're gonna have to move it and make an adjustment.
When it's hunting season, things are a lot easier around here, as it's the day-to-day routine of getting your gear together and getting ready for the hunt and getting to the stand. The tough part is the preseason, when all of the hard work needs to be done. Just ask Jesse and John what that's like, and it's not always easy. Or should I say, just ask John.
I've never worked so hard hanging a set in my life. This is a way that old Fulwider likes to hang some sets.
All right, brother.
You ready for some stands?
I'm ready for some stands.
Are you gonna come down and get them, or do you want me to bring them up there to you?
We're back to the episode starring Jesse Fulwider, the guy who hasn't killed a buck in 3 years.
It's October 29th, and I'm sitting here on the tailgate of my truck waiting on Jesse Fulwider to pull up because it's his hunt and I'm filming him, and he always seems to complain that I'm late. Well, it's 3:32 and no Jesse. He's late on our first hunt of the season. Dang, man. Whoa. Hey.
Oh, buddy.
Buddy, are you?
I overshot.
It looks like you're a little late. What time is it?
Yes.
Look at that, folks.
3:34.
Who's late all the time?
Yeah, it's typically John, but it is me. I am guilty today.
Ain't my hunt.
That's right. John don't care. So I gave him a little more time to sit there and have his energy drink and his 99-cent heart attack.
Jesse. Jesse,
Yo, sorry.
how much did you prepare for this hunting season?
I'd say about the same as always. John does the majority of my preparation, but I did, and it paid off. I shot my bow considerably more than I have in the past 3 or 4 years. And I'll tell you, it did pay off. 12 ring.
While Jesse was picking up the APA, perfecting his shooting skills in the summer, his buddy John was picking up the slack and perfecting their hunting spot in the summer. It was a hot summer, and if you want to kill a buck in the fall, then you better get things done in the summer. John plowed the fields, planted imperial clover by Whitetail Institute, bought a generator, bought some hose, and then watered those food plots.
Work's gonna take a while, but we're locking in that seat.
He hung stands, hung Reconyx trail cameras, hung Magnum scrape drippers, cut down weeds, cut down limbs, cut down trees, and even spent 20 minutes with his family. John got it done in the summer so that Jesse could get it done in the fall.
So this year, John and I's focus is to stay out. I keep telling John, I feel like we're making mistakes because we start hunting our best core areas too soon in the season. So our goal this year is to completely stay out until that goal date of November 1st, where the rut really starts to kick off in Indiana.
It's a beautiful day in the fall. While it's not November 1st, it was Jesse's first day in the stand on October 29th.
October the 29th, and it's my first Indiana set. We haven't touched this. We haven't even checked the Reconyx camera for over a month down in here, so.
Now, if they would have checked the Reconyx camera, they would have seen this buck, which in turn would have not had Jesse making this ridiculous statement.
I need to put a deer on the ground or I'm gonna have to be medicated after this season's over. So if I get a good mature buck, and I mean by a mature buck one that can breed a doe, which is about 1.5 years old deer, so tonight you may see a forkhorn with a kicker hit the ground.
Now, while a forkhorn showed up and stood underneath the Magnum scrape dripper, he did not have a kicker, which is probably the reason Jesse didn't take this chip shot.
We'll see what happens. A front's coming in. It's gonna rain for 2 days. It's Tuesday. It's gonna rain all day Wednesday, all day Thursday. I start vacation on Friday, so cross your fingers and say a little prayer for me, because I'm tired of just doing interviews on the Whitetail Fix. about other people's deer.
I fixed that. I Whitetail fixed that.
Now, let's get back to the story of the guy who hasn't killed a buck in 3 years, Jesse Fulwider.
Jesse, what factors go into which location you're going to hunt?
Obviously, the first thing is the wind direction. We have a lot of good equipment with scent lock and Wildlife Research Center products. The time of season, as far as what stage of the rut we're in, trail cameras. I mean, we prefer Reconyx cameras. They don't miss anything. And if you will study what your cameras are showing you and what the movement is, then there's proof that you can capitalize.
Capitalize. Now there's a word you don't hear very often coming out of Jesse Fulwider's mouth. But just because he hasn't killed a buck in 3 years doesn't mean he hasn't capitalized from the information his Reconyx cameras have given him in the past to place him in the right areas. Now these are the bucks on Jesse and John's hit list. This buck was a hit lister from 2018 and never showed up on cameras in 2019. These bucks were on the wish list when they came around in the summer, but disappeared in the fall. This buck was showing up 60 yards from where Jesse is sitting right now, and this seems to be his home turf.
This is probably my most anticipated day of the year. Not only my first day of hunting vacation, but the first day in November.
It was cold, with a light breeze and snow covering the ground. A perfect morning for any hunter. And one more thing, it was Jesse's first day of vacation, and it was the rut.
I'm actually standing up. John and I are having a conversation. I think we're probably talking about our hot wives like we typically are in the stand. And I catch movement out of the corner of my eye, and like every hunter has experienced, I'm completely out of position.
If you've never had a surprise in the deer stand like this, then you haven't hunted.
I get my hands on my bow. John gets dialed in, and you'll just have to watch this.
We'll see if Jesse Fulwider finally connects after a 3-year slump.
Wait, no. I'm on him.
The ultimate therapy, baby. My 3-year drought is over, baby. Gosh. Oh, I can't believe how fast it can happen. Day 1 of vacation. Oh, that feels like somebody parked a truck on my chest for about 3 years and he just finally drove off of me. Oh my gosh, John Day, baby.
Now, back to the story of Jesse Fulwider, the guy who just killed a decent buck.
It was ginormous.
In Indiana.
Let's go get him.
The feeling of redemption.
I gotta just sit and soak this in for a second.
Most of us know the feeling.
3 years.
Some may not.
28 yards. Shot him right here.
For Jesse Fulwider,
I've got blood already.
today he knows. Today, Jesse said enough is enough. And today, Jesse is back in the saddle.
He's pretty tight, but man, he's got mass. Palmated. 11 beautiful, scoreable points. Patience, and I finally got the monkey off my back, so this is gonna be like going to the psychiatrist for me.
John, what was your favorite hunt from another team member this season?
That's easy, that's Jesse, because I saw him witness a 3-year curse, and to see that like 500 pounds come off his shoulders and to be there with him in that moment, 100%, that was the best other team member hunt I've seen.
And he's a little biased because he's the one that laid down the footage.
I said I was going to shoot one that could breed any doe, even if it was a forkhorn with a kicker, just to break the ice, but I outdone the forkhorn with a kicker today.
It's a wrap. It's a 2020.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.